Students, let's look at this question here, which is to sketch the translated cosine and sine curve. So this case here, this is a sine curve. So we're going to start by writing down the maximum value and the minimum value of y. This is pretty okay. So the first part is essentially the maximum of y is actually 2. Just look at this sign here. Sine is maximum. This value is max when this is 1, right? So this will be 1 and this is 1 here, max. So minimum value of y will just be 2 minus 1, which is negative 3. Okay. Part 2. So for part 2, we are going to look at stating the amplitude. I think the amplitude is pretty straightforward, which is to find the coefficient in front of the sign there. So this is amplitude. The constant amplitude would be 2, right? Then the period would just be 2 pi over 3, right? 2 pi 3. I'm doing it. So this is the period, right? So the amplitude is 2 and this is 2 pi over 3. Now the range of the function, meaning the maximum point and the minimum point, the range is actually y between the max y. Basically, they want to know what is the range of the function. You just the range of y value here, which is 1 to negative 3 here. Okay, so this is the range of the function. So it just dips down to negative 3 to 1. So that is the range. All right, there you go. I think this would, if it asks, you should know that is from minus 3 to 1. Okay, so let's see how we can sketch the graph of a translated curve here. Similarly, what we're going to do is we're going to decide the number of cycles required. So here, we are looking at 0 to 2 pi. Number of cycles is actually 2 pi over 2 third pi. This is 3 cycles. Okay, so every one cycle is 4 columns. So if it's times 3 cycles here will just be 12. Okay, so I need to draw 12 columns here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then 1, 1. Try to draw the scale. 2, 3, 4. Then another one, which is 1, 2, 3, and 4th column, which is this. Okay, so count out how many columns I have here. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, great. So I'm going to draw the line of equilibrium, meaning the center line here. Now the center line here, now this is where the drawing the x-axis at the end matters. Okay, you draw it at the end. So we draw it by c, which is negative 1 first. So this is this c here, this is negative 1. All right. Now the maximum value, because amplitude is 2. So okay, I'm going to just sketch a curve first so that we won't get confused. This is actually a sine curve. Sine curve, we know that it starts from 0, which is here, go up, come down, right? So just go up a quadrant, 1, come down again. So 2, it's 1. Okay. Okay, here go up. So you have 2 waveline here, so go up. And here. Okay. Okay, great. So there are 3 cycles. Then I'm gonna draw out the line of equilibrium. So here we go. Okay. Now, so the maximum, the amplitude here will be 2. So I'm going to draw 2 here. This is 2. So 2 plus 2 here, this will be 1, right? Because you add 2 plus 2. The amplitude is 2, so you just add a 2 here. And this is minus 1, minus 2, because the amplitude is 2 units below. So this case here would be negative 3. There you go, just draw it out. And draw it out. Okay, then the one above. Draw it out. Great. Now, this is where the fun part begins. So what you need to know is, you can actually mark the period down, but now we can actually draw the x-axis with respect to the line of equilibrium. So this is -1 and 1, and -3 and -1. So of course 0, which is the x-axis, it cannot be here. It cannot be here, right? Because 0 is not here. 0 has to be straight in the middle between here and here, right? So you just draw it here in between here. You get the answer there. All right. So this case here, what we get is actually x, and this is 0. And this is a period. This is another period here. And this is another period. So this is how you sketch the curve here. So this is 2/3 pi. So this is 2/3 pi here. Okay, every period here is 2. This is 1/3 pi, of course. So this is 1/3 pi. If you want the maximum point here, this is half of it, just 1/6 pi. You just take 2/3 pi divided by 4. This is 1/6. So 1/6, keep adding 1/6. This 0 plus 1/6. 1/3. Then this is half pi. Half a pi. Okay, this is 2/3 pi. Then 2/3. Then this is 5/6. Okay, then this one here will be 1. This is pi. Then just keep going on for every 1. This is 7/6 pi. Okay, then this will be 4/3 pi. Then this over here will just be 3/2 pi. This over here will just be 5/3 pi. This over here will be 11/6 and 2 pi. So 11/6 pi and 2 pi. Okay, so that's how you do this question here proficiently. That's how you sketch it. All right. So when you add it up, you should add it smack at 2 pi. So this is y equals to 2 sine 3x minus 1. So this is y equals to 2 sine 3x minus 1. Okay. Yep. That's how you do this question here proficiently. If you have any questions at all, please let us know. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next question.